They try to tie this series up at a game apiece, and it's Alex Freeland to lead things off. Over to his better side, the left side, that they ask him to do, hit against right-handed pitching. And when you combine that with his elite defense at second base, it's been a value. 1-2.
He really has been something defensively. We always talk about this Dodger defense as a whole. Makes, tough plays look routine. Take a look at that, and that's not even.
Misses through this fastball, and Vasquez has his second K. One gone in the fifth.
Not enough for me to not hold on.
I said second K. That's his first. Taking two. Take strike one. Offense 4 times the last 6 games, 2 or fewer runs. Still waiting on Will Smith and Teoscar Hernandez saying, hey, you call any minute you call, I'm ready to go. 3 games, 3 home runs. Will Smith, though, going to be a bit. Dave Roberts said today he hopes that it's before the All-Star break, but one of the benefits of having the record that they do, having the lead that they do, is you can be sure of those things. Good chance you're dealing with whatever it is that sent you on the IL in the first place for the whole year. It's a high fly.
Well, the other thing, too, the Dodgers, the reality is obviously Rush and Chucky Robinson. But I don't believe.
And that's a 1-2-3 fifth inning for Vasquez. Halfway home in a 1-0 game.
San Diego Padres right now.
Kevin Sheets drives the first ball he sees to deep center field. Pahet.
I mean, this pitch is center cut right there, and Sheets does not miss it. He hadn't been swinging all that well. The thing that bites Yamamoto, it's the home run ball.
So back to square one here in the fifth as Sheets launches his third. Bogart. We talk about all the different pitches Yamamoto has. 6 different pitches. He's thrown them all tonight between 12. I guess to be the first pitch of the inning. Here comes a 4-seam, and that's what he got. And that's what he hit for a home run.
Well, it's interesting you say he hit the 4-seamer. In Sheets' first at-bat, he didn't even see one of those. It wouldn't sinker, see any of those pitches. He does have a 4-seamer, and he might try and sneak that in. I'm selling out.
You got to do like some I think he thinks, I know he knows that I know.
But like we joke about biters away. It's like what is that? How do you do it? But that's the way hitting is now. Because pitching has evolved.
What it was when you were playing.
You just didn't have the information back then, right? And guys didn't have all the time. It looks like it's moving pretty good. Oh, great. All right, let's use that in the game today. Right now, you basically can predict if UX going to be hittable. As a hitter, you can look at him for the Dodgers. And he was saying the toughest teams to game plan against, I know what you're doing, and I can find patterns or whatever. We're good with that. And I'll, at bat tonight, Ohtani's getting breaking balls, and then he got a fastball right down the middle and didn't even move.
Because all these hitters have the reputations they do, and because the team has the reputation that it has, teams go off script again.
When you're going off script, you're usually going to your 3rd or 4th best options. Because what?
And that is hitting a little bit at 4th lowest ever. Only years with lower averages, 67 and 68, which Wagner caught by Pajes just for fun. Will chuck it back to first. And Duhar's in there safely. And 19.
That's why I didn't realize that. This is the quick. That's, yeah.
Padres have tied it with a leadoff home run from Sheets, and Duhar at first, 2 outs, and the 9-hitter Freddie flies it to left field. Tommy Edman to put it away, and in the 5th for the Padres.
.com/promotions for more information.
3 consecutive multi-hit games coming in. April. Leading off the 6th against Vasquez, taking a strike. It's 1-1. 3 scoreless innings so far for Vasquez after the opener in Hart. Dodgers got 1 against him in the 2nd. Third season in San Diego over in the Juan Soto trade. He's one of the 5 guys that they acquired in that deal, including he pitched a handful of games for the Yankees before that trade, but he is exactly league average. ERA plus, full on Freeman. They're going to lose the challenge right here.
Challenge remaining.
So both sides with 1 challenge left. Base hit right center field. That heads all the way to the warning track.
And Freddie's got it in front of him. Coasts into second base.
And he's got a 4th consecutive multi-hit game.
You think Freddie? I mean, you saw that list right there, the doubles list. You think
The triples list.
That's right.
Betts. This is 0 for 2 today. Trying to get the run right back to the Dodgers after the Padres tied it down the.
Everything looked effortless.
We talked earlier about the baseball clock that Bogarts had on that play at first base to get Muncy Machado. 1-1 game, 1-on-1 out. Muncy takes the ball. Max scored the lone run for the Dodgers after tripling. High average, 265. Grounded is not in time. Padres defense chipping in for the Dodgers tonight. Both runs flowing directly out of misplays, but
It almost looked like it took a funny hop and shot to Wagner's right. Running the bases, making that play, that double play at first. Base hits.
nice. And now Tommy Edman, who knocked in their first run with a double. 370. Crushes this ball down the line to the corner. It's off the wall. Muncy in to score. Edman's headed for the Edman. 2 for 3. A pair of extra base hits and a pair of runs batted in. Dodgers lead 3-1.
This ball right down the middle. Tommy absolutely smokes this thing. Right off the wall. 100. And you start kicking it around, you got no chance.
4th multi-hit game for Tommy Edman out of his first 8 starts. And he's got his first against Vasquez here in the 6th. And Yuki Matsui begins to loosen. Dave Roberts gets with the entire lineup with Edman as a switch hitter that can play all over.
Yeah, but the guy, you got infield in right now.
He's been on base 14 times. And there, Tucker. 16 times and hasn't scored.
Steal home.
Why
Just
not?
steal home.
How's that ankle doing?
Put that in.
Tell the Little League players these days, would you believe it? Put it back on, Tommy. What are you, crazy?
Right.
Single to left his last time. 2 balls and so the Dodgers looking for more here as the 2-2 comes home, and a good catch there by fifth on the team and runs batted in. He's knocked in 40. Pages, Ohtani, Freeman, and then Tucker in the team leaderboard. pitch. Tucker grounds it foul. We'll do a ninth. Vasquez looking for that put-away pitch that has deserted him over this last month or so. Ball is hammered and goodbye. Long gone off of the bat of Kyle Tucker.
Will compete, and that's exactly what he did in that at-bat. 907 miles an hour off the bat, fouled off a bunch of pitches. It's got to elicit us. So good.
He's never had a full season in the major leagues where he hasn't hit at least 20.
Strikeout. Is like, oh man. Next at bat, he flips one to left. Didn't hit it all that hard, but it's a base hit. And as a hitter, you're expected to come through at the very least. And, you know, he gets himself into a situation where it's so good to see him hit that home run.
But we buried. Drive right center field. Has Rushing gotten the good feeling too? He has. Back to back in the feel-good story of the night for the boys in blue. He had 7 over his first 8 games of the year.
Guys that needed production like that more than anybody on this ball club.
Balls, 1 strikeout Freeland. 5 for the Dodgers here in the 6th. And after losing the first game of this series 7.
Rushing gets a cutter and
That reception from Shohei Ohtani had to feel pretty good too. To be probably a little embarrassing for him and not something that was fun to go through, but the fact that it was with old, new, veteran, when you feel like you're letting a guy like Ohtani walk for Freeland.
You know, you're talking about the Dodger offense too, not being able to really get going. I mean, you know, those are 2 of the guys that if they can get going, look out.
Ohtani's 0 for 3 in this ball game. You know, rushing, especially as Will Smith's absence, looks like it's going to be longer than initially thought. Planned at the top of that list. And yeah, the offense is #1 in just about every category. Ohtani with a bullet of a base hit like that. Has been some superstar hitters have gone through extensive slumps. Mookie Betts has come out of his. And one of the 2 against Vasquez, and they have cracked this game loose right after the Padres tie it. Dodgers are the 5. Rushing 1 hitter later, a sky-scraping drive. Home run number 9 for the Dodgers. First and second as Ron Marinaccio comes in and Andy Pages comes up. A little high on Pages.
Yeah, Dodgers are liable to hurt. ERA just above 3.5, but you know, talking about hurting somebody, they have 8 batted balls over 104 miles at bit too.
Pages 1 for 3. Marinaccio. 225 in the month plus since. You know, a few years in the major leagues now. 2 is that you put those streaks together, you can trust at this point you're going to have an above average hitter. And even with this rough last month and a half or so, 793. And what hopefully is going to end.
Always shows up.
On a payoff, Padres takes ball 4 to load the bases. And the guy. Yamamoto's got to be loving it. Month. He's gotten an average of 7.5 runs from the Dodger offense. Freeman chases, strike 1. Begging the other day for multi-hit games, 4 of those in a row for the first. We'll talk to him tomorrow. He'd be, no, I know.
Well, I can tell you, though, this at-bat is like it's a 0-0 ball. Feeling like he's got an advantage on this younger pitcher.
Who will get an RBI. Freeland's in to score. And a defense for the Padres that has given more than it's taken.
Well, just like you can get 2 hits in an inning, what you certainly don't want here. Actually, you really don't care at this point. No. I mean, all it is somebody will brag on you later on.
How hot he is coming in.
Right.
5 minutes ago. Now we're talking about 2 outs in 1 inning. Oh no! The run, a turn, and watch this one go. Mookie Betts with a 3-run home run, and the Dodgers 3 straight games with a bomb for Betts. 9 in the.
Take that. Sweeper that didn't sweep. 81 miles an hour right over the middle part of the plate. Went out. Shoot, we're going to be in position player pit.
Now Muncy sends one in the air to right field. Not deep, though. And Betts all find the seats. Joe Potatoes since 1954. 10-1 Dodgers. You happen to have to run out. And life has changed for Yamamoto. This is tight and tense. Last time he was out there, he gave up the game-tying home run to Sheesh.
And you go back, certainly a lot of hitting by the Dodgers last inning, but also an error by the second baseman that.
Bottom falls out of that splitter, which he hasn't thrown as much tonight. During this great run where he's got a 1.5 ERA his last 6 starts. He's done that mostly without his splitter. What it was over the first month and a half. But back to that conversation about he got so many high flies, center field, Pages. Very high.
Going to be very difficult for the Padres in that. Yamamoto can throw whatever he wants at any time. There's no, he's got a 10, doesn't have to fall into any pattern. I mean, the unpredictability can go through the roof now.
This year, White Sox have 2 9-run innings. I see they won like 22-1 yesterday. Do they have one of those innings? Ball 3 on Taylor. Moto. And there is the second for.
He has shared, though, when he does in these outings, he finds ways in which he can kind of work through how he's sequencing his pitches, how he's for himself just to try out a few different things that he could then bring into his next outings. Would be interesting to see if he can use these maybe last.
For him to have those opportunities, which have been few and far between for most of his time in the major leagues, get these big leads. I mean, it's mastery. It's artistry. Merrill came into the game 1 for his last 15, is 2 for 3 tonight. 2 on with 1 out. It brings up Manny Machado, who Yamamoto has carved up.
Okay, really had as types of pitches, but all in the same location. Right, the slider, the sinker. I think just a little bit too. But even that was like, that started, the middle part of the plate and everything. He's been painting down and away every single. This is the craziness of Yamamoto. He went basically down the middle with the first one, and then that pitch was right on the in both times. Like that, that's just not fair. Look at this. Everything has been away, and you're going to do that? Like, it's hard enough to hit. Then you're out there screwing around like that with me? Come on. But no, he's good on edges. And it doesn't matter what edge.
Whichever one he wants. Ambush to first pitch last inning. If you're trying to make an educated guess on what he may work on in these late innings. It's going to be back-to-back starts against these Padres. San Diego Saturday night. Yamamoto lined up to start Friday's game of that series. 3 with the A's after this, no off days. For the Padres come back on Thursday's hopes. And you can look and say, well, it's already 9 games coming in. But if you recall last year, it was 9 games around.
I mean, you can set
different. What's different?
So the Padres don't have the depth, right? And look at their starting pitching. They're going, I don't know if they're going to. He is their guy. He's going to have to remain healthy. And his Walker Buehler, he's been great. But
all those guys are going to get back at some point. Musgrove and Pivetta. But yeah, I'm with you.
Right, and that
field, and he's knocked in both runs for the Padres. Taylor in to score, 10-2. Aggressive as any GM.
Treats you nice. Preller historically has done it, but you've got the new ownership. What are you going to go out and do? How much more can you trade?
Well, they've been so aggressive through the years. They now coming into this year had what is graded as the worst. Fires on to first to finish off the 6th. Padres get 1, but the Dodgers lead by a bunch.